Hello guys, today in this video we will be discussing about the physics behind the fundamental concepts of football. The game of football consists of three basic principles, which are passing, controlling and shooting. You would already be an above average player if you master these three skills, and with more and more practice, you can be a professional player. The goal of passing is to keep the possession of the ball by moving it around the field between different players with the aim of bringing the ball up the field. Hence, passing the ball to your player is very important. In order to pass the ball, any area of the foot can be used, but it's recommended that instead of using the tip of your foot, you should use the side of your foot, since it provides the maximum force and reduces the risk of any missed passes. The center of the football is located at the axis of rotation. Thus, knowing the force and the angle with which you hit the ball is very important in order to send the ball in the desired direction. If you want the ball to go in a specific direction, maintain your foot at the tangent of the ball so that the force produced is in the desired direction. Now let's move on to controlling the ball. No matter what position you play, the ability to control the ball is essential. Just like passing, ball control is the foundation of football. You can't hold possession of the ball if you can't control it. When a player gives you a long pass, you must predict where the ball will land, and once you have done so, you can control the ball with your foot, thigh, head, or even your chest. While receiving the ball, you should use your foot as a cushion in order to decrease the rate of momentum and slow down the velocity of the ball. If you keep your foot rock solid, the ball will deflect and you might lose the ball. The main concept of physics behind controlling a ball is impulse and inelastic collision. You should use a wide area of your foot while receiving the ball so that there is a large surface area for the ball to contact. As the ball approaches your foot, pull your foot backwards in order to increase the time in which the ball's velocity becomes zero. As a result, ball's rate of momentum will decrease, forcing it to stop. The same concept goes for receiving the ball with your thigh. Use the widest part of your thigh to receive the ball, and right as the ball is about to reach your thigh, pull it backwards to increase the duration of contact and decreasing the force applied by the ball. Now let's move on to the most important principle, shooting. Kicking a football is an example of elastic collision, even though some kinetic energy from the foot is lost in the form of heat and sound. From the formula, we can see that V1 is directly proportional to V2. Hence, the velocity of the ball depends on the force you apply with the help of your foot. Therefore, it is very important to take a good run-up before taking a kick and get a powerful backswing with your foot. This will make up the potential energy to be stored in your foot. And when you make the contact with the ball, this energy will be transferred into kinetic energy and the elastic collision will take place, making the ball go forward. After the run-up, plant your foot before shooting the ball. Ensure that it's positioned parallel and next to the ball. As a result, you can strike the ball with the best possible swing angle for maximum power. Standing too far back or too forward will make it difficult for you to kick the ball. Now let's talk about contact with the ball. The middle of the ball should be your target. The ball will fly high if you strike it at the bottom, and the ball will roll to the ground if you strike it at the top. To shoot the ball, the toughest and the widest area of your foot should be used. For maximum power transfer, your foot should be stiff. If it's loose, you won't be able to make good contact with the ball, and it can't obtain all the kinetic energy from your run-up and backswing. Now let's see how the ball spins in midair. The player kicks the ball, which causes it to spin. The amount that the ball curves during the flight depends on the direction and the speed of the spin. This phenomenon is known as Magnus effect. The air adjusts to the direction of the ball's spin as a result of friction between the ball and the air. The air velocity around top half of the ball decreases due to the clockwise rotation, while the air velocity around bottom half of the ball remains constant. According to Bernoulli's principle, the pressure increases as the air velocity decreases. Hence, the pressure is greater on top half of the ball because the air velocity around top half of the ball is lower than the air velocity around bottom half. As a result, the ball moves from the area of high pressure, which is at the top, to the area of low pressure, which is at the bottom. Therefore, when a player kicks in the right half of the ball, it spins anti-clockwise and the Magnus force acts left, which causes the ball to curve left, whereas when the ball is kicked in the left half, it spins clockwise and the Magnus force acts right, which causes the ball to curve right.